steady. Hello, YouTube. I'm here with Gus. Say hello to YouTube, Gus. Oh. Gus, say hello to YouTube. Gus is a German short-haired pointer, a very excitable bird dog, and I am a very excitable drinker because it is Tuesday. I guess it's evening now. It's 6:30. Yeah, Tuesday evening here in Grand Bank, beautiful Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador. No, Gus, I'm not going to throw any sticks for you. I'm going to have me a little Maximum Ice. It was pissing down rain earlier today. Let's tilt this up just a tiny bit. Sorry, folks, live TV. There we go. 2 minutes in. Ain't drank shit. Get it away, Gus. All right, Maximum Ice. Hoping that the tripod is not quite tall enough. The town is a lovely view. Actually, let's do the oceanside view. Yeah, let's switch it up a bit. Live TV, folks. Oceanside view here. This is the Atlantic Ocean. Maximum Ice. Struck a good one here. This one's not disgusting. Yes, Gus. Look, that is a piece of wood with a spike sticking out of it. You can't have that in the middle of the... Gus, don't... See, he's a good bird dog because he's focused. The problem is if he's home and he's focused on sticks, he will not leave you alone. About sticks, he'll continue to bring sticks back again and again and again, and rocks. But that's what makes him such a good bird dog. Because if he gets out and gets the scent, it's amazing. I've seen him on the plains, and he'd that island back there behind me, somewhere behind the clouds, he'd be from here to there, circling. Those of you familiar with bird hunting, I am not, but I've heard my dad describe it, and I was with him once when he did it. It was incredible to see. I mean, he's laser focused. He wanders miles ahead and back and forth until he gets the scent, and then you see him. Like, say the scent is this. Say this is a bush, and he'll be around and around and closer, and finally he just points with his nose. When he gets close enough to say, "There they are," he points with his nose. Pretty remarkable. Yeah, this one is not disgusting at all. Little, hopefully the wind's not blowing towards the camera. I've been attempting to perfect, since there's a street full of children back home, I've been attempting to perfect the right amount of, because you know that store-bought bubble formula doesn't do shit sometimes. So usually I can add a bit of anyway, you didn't click play to see that shit. I just wanted to show you my latest alchemical hobby. Trying to get the right formula so that usually you can hold the frame up and the bubbles in the wand last a bit longer. You know, we all want to last a little bit longer, don't we, folks? Scientists around the world are working on that shit. Colt 45 here in Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador, on the Burin Peninsula. Oh, snap. Lovely crack. Shout out to Dirt Nap. Was going to pan over that way too to show you what's going on over there, but what's going on over there is the dog's dropping a deuce. So, oh, he's back. Hey, I'll pan over. No, that's dog shit. Okay, never mind. Yes, Ghost. Yes. Row. We've had 2 or 3 different kinds of weather today. It was nice and foggy in the morning. Pissing down rain around lunchtime. There was a brief bit of sun a little earlier. Now it's windy. It's starting to chill off a little bit. Perfect for a large mammal like myself. Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, I've asked my friends again who might like to be involved in video number 100 on Saturday. I'm going to be ready by this Saturday to do it. And nobody seems interested, so I'm going to have to get myself over to Cape Spear, I think, somehow. Anyway, 7 minutes. Oh, a shout out to Hell to Pay. Man, I asked for a video, the one that you and your buddy had produced. The Wasaya, was it? You and Wasaya? That scared the shit out of me. That was wicked. It looked tasty, but scary, man. Well done. That was great. The mask and the blood and the music. Great production value. That was awesome. Check that out if for some reason you haven't yet. I mean, obviously I was speaking to Hell to Pay at the start of that sentence, but I've had a couple of Miller Lite before I started the video, so I might not be my usual brilliantly illustrative self. Oh, this stuff, 8%. Oh. Oh, that's the neighbors, okay. Are there visitors in the middle of a video? Hope not, because it's all family up here. Having to explain to aunts and uncles. Some of them have been in videos before, so there's not much explaining to do. Man, this is sitting like lead pellets today. I'm really excited, guys. I know I've mentioned it in videos before, but I made Rugby. Shout out to Rugby 721 from the Burin Peninsula of Newfoundland and Labrador. Wherever you might find yourself on this fine, chilly day, Mr. Rugby. Oh, what was I saying? Yes, my private order through the Liquor Corporation in Ontario, and I can't wait to show you that video. I'll be posting some interesting pics on the Support Malt Liquor Facebook group too. It's amazing. I just went hog wild. I sold a lot of Magic the Gathering cards, so I've got some disposable income, and I decided to use that disposable income to order in an obscene, a truly obscene amount of delicious malt liquor. Old English, Mickey's, and Schlitz. Holy shit! It's gonna be awesome. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish kicking my ass here. Keep this under 15. Good. Keep that in front. Gus, say hello to YouTube. Gus, keep hello to YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, stalling here, folks. What nonsense this is. That's not even a sentence. Man, the light at the end of the tunnel. Video 98. 98. Me. Mrs. Doubtfire 042. Video 98. Shout out to all the malt marathoners. This is a fun. Big shout out to Mr. 209 J. Jones for coming up with this idea in the first place and inspiring me to go through to great personal expense in order to make these videos. Very few of which have been in a timely manner, but all of them have been fun for me to make. It's been inspiring. It's been a whole hell of a lot of fun. And I'm going to keep doing them. Oh, keep it in frame. Keep it in the frame. I think it's safe to pan over this way now because the dog is finished shitting some time ago. I'm going to have to switch to the right hand. Switch hitter. Switch hitter, folks. Right-handed. Right-handed support. Malt liquor. Oh, God. Always the star of the show, of course. Colt 45. A whopping 8%. I don't know if any of you listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, the podcast, but I subscribe to, there's like 3 podcasts I've subscribed to. Kevin Smith does 2 of them and Joe Rogan does the other one. And in the latest, not the latest, but I think in one of last week's episodes for Joe, he had Joey Diaz as a guest, and I don't know, about an hour into the podcast, they start discussing the different potencies of, they start talking about a fellow comedian who used to get coked out of his mind and drink 40s. But that led to a discussion of the different types of malt liquor, and they were looking it up, they were Googling during the podcast, you know, what does Old English have? What about that guy from Star Wars used to do the commercials? What was that? Oh, and that was Colt 45, and they were talking about all the different brands. So if any of you are podcast listeners, look up the Joe Rogan Experience, and I forget the episode. Actually, I'll look it up. No, you know what? I'm not going to keep this under 15, am I? But you know what? I don't care. I've got the conch. And if y'all are still with me, then you're going to get some interesting information about malt liquor and Joe Rogan. So it's the, I don't know if you can see that, but the Joe Rogan Experience, and it's episode number 669, and the guest was Joey Diaz. And I can't remember exactly where, because it's a 3-hour podcast, but at some point in the podcast, they are discussing malt liquor. Or you could just, since you're on Google, or since you're on YouTube already, do a YouTube search for Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, malt liquor and see, because sometimes they'll put up clips from the show on the YouTubes. What are we, 16 minutes? Yeah, this is a long one, folks. Sorry, I'm just enjoying myself and overstaying my welcome here on the YouTubes. Nevertheless, approaching the swill. Colt 45, live with Colt 45 from Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador. This is Mrs. Stoutfire 042, announcing that we are approaching the swill and that this nonsense has gone on long enough. In 3, 2, 1, shoe nice. Folks, I've had a blast. I'm not entirely sure if you have or not. If you haven't, I understand. But I've kept you for long enough. You know, sometimes I just enjoy myself. And I like to talk to the camera. I got shit to say. Not all of it might make sense. But it's fun to do. And I will see you next time. Live on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, here on the Burin Peninsula, in the beautiful province of Newfoundland and Labrador.